Welcome to your first video with Mr. Kruger. So the purpose of these videos is to give you information that you will be using in class the next day. So I always go through what it is we'll be learning about, what it is, why we need to learn it, and then how we do it. So to start off today, the first thing you need to do is open your math spiral notebook, and I'm going to ask you to take some notes. And the notes that you'll take start off with labeling the unit, the investigation, in this case investigation 1. What is our focus question? How can you find all the factors or divisors of a number? And then we go through the math vocabulary. So pause the video. That means you have to go hit the pause the video and write down in your spiral the notes that I have written in my spiral. Okay, so you pause the video and you have the notes written down. So what is it that we're going to be learning about? What is it? Well, we're going to be learning about what a factor is, what a divisor is, and what are proper factors. So we need to know how to determine factors and divisors and proper factors of a number in order to do the problem that we'll do in class. Okay, so we're going to move on here. Why do we need to learn these math vocabulary, factor, divisor, and proper factors? Well, I like to think of math as, especially at 6th grade, you're still building the foundation. So these are all pictures of foundations that buildings or homes will be built upon. And if you don't have a solid foundation, the house will come tumbling down. So a solid foundation means that you will be able to identify what a factor is, what a divisor is, and what proper factors are. Okay, so that's the why. Now, how will we do the problem? Tomorrow, we'll start this game. It's called the factor game. It's kind of a fun little game. The rules are here. There's 7 separate rules. And this is the game board. It goes from 1 to 30. You'll have player A, we'll call player A red. And you'll have player B, let's say blue. Okay? So you're taking on a different person. Now, player A, it says, I'm going to use my highlighter here. Player A chooses a number on the game board and circles it. Using a different color, player B circles all the proper factors. Player B circles a new number, and player A circles all the factors of the new number. The players take turns choosing. If a player chooses, this is rule 5 is a really important one. Rule 5, if a player chooses a number with no uncircled factors, that player loses their current turn and scores no points. The game ends when there is no more numbers left with uncircled factors. Each player adds the number circled with his or her color. The player with the greatest total wins. So let me show you what that looks like. So I have a game board here, and we said player A is red, so I'll just say A, and player B is blue. All right, so let's say player A goes first. Player A, let's say they circle, let's say 12. Oop, I should have used red. Player A gets 12. So they get those points. Now player B has to go find all of the factors, the proper factors of 12. So what does that mean? Well, if you have the number 12, think of all of the ways you can get 12 by multiplying. So we could say 1 times 12 would give us 12. 2 times 6 would give us 12. And 3 times 4 would give us 12. But in this game, we only want proper factors. So proper factors are all of the factors except the number itself. So this number 12, that's not a proper factor, so you can't count that in your score. So person B would get all of the factors except the number itself. So 1, oops, I don't want that. I'm going to erase that. Where's my eraser? So we would want 1. Sorry guys, I'm getting used to my new thingy here. So 1, 3, 4, 2, and 6. So their total is 1 plus 3 is 4, plus 4 is 8, plus 2 is 10, plus 6 is 16. So their total is 16. So B gets 16. That's actually a pretty good deal because you beat 12 right off the bat, 16. And I forgot to circle those factors. So they circled 1. 12 you can't take, remember 12's we only want the proper factors. So 1, 3, 4, 2, and 6. And all those are done. Now it is B's turn. So B gets to go, and they're blue. Let's say person B chooses, person B chooses 16. So then person A goes, okay, I'm going to erase this. Oop, I can't erase that. Let me erase this. All right, let's say person B chooses 16. So I did that right here. They got 16, so they get those 16 points. So now person A, they have to go circle all the proper factors of 16. Well, let's see here. What are the proper factors of 16? That means what numbers multiplied will give us 16. I'm going to write those out just so we can be thinking out loud what they are. So 16, what are different ways? We can do 1 and 16, 2 and 8, 4 and 4. All right, so we can't use 16 because 16 is not a proper factor. So person A should circle, can they circle 1? No, because 1's taken. Can they circle 4? No, because 4's taken. Can they circle 2? No, but they can circle 8. So they can have 8, and that would be their score. And then it's person A's turn again. So you go back and forth. Now I'm going to do something for person A here to show you what happens when you choose a number on the board that has no factors left. So let's see. So let's pretend person A chooses, let's say 18. Well, no, that's taken. So let's say they choose 9. Let's say person A chooses 9. Okay, so 9, factors of 9 are 1 and 9, and then 3 and 3. Well, let's look up here. 1's taken, 9's taken, and 3 is taken. Well, 9 is what they chose. So there's no factors that are not left circled. So this person A, they just did a bad thing. They lose those points, so they can't have those points. And now it's B's turn. So they skip a turn and it goes back over to B. So you keep playing until there's no more factors to circle, and the winner is whoever has the highest score. So if the game ended right now, which it can't because there's still lots of moves left, if the game ended right now, let's see here, this guy, person A, I should use red, person A would have 20, and person B 6 plus 6 is 12. 1, 2, 3, 32. So blue would be the winner. And that is the factor game. All right, so after all that's said and done, once you've played it once or twice with a partner, you will have to answer these questions, and all these things are on our math map. So you'll answer these questions in your spiral notebook, and I'll show you what that looks like in class. Thank you for listening to this video. I hope it has been informative. Go Packers.